Welcome to my channel. It's Life with Lux, and today I am going to show you my hair and makeup routine. So this morning I shampooed with my blue reparative shampoo and conditioner, and I followed up with a color mask to give a little bit more hydration. And what I'm going to put on while normally I let my hair dry a little bit before I style it, so I'm going to put a few products on. This is the F Layer Serum by Blue. You guys know, if you're following the channel, you know that I love my Blue products. I'm a hairstylist based out of Florida, and I have a little salon suite here on the beach, and I absolutely love it, and I love my clients and love my life, so I'm excited to share everything with you guys. Okay, so got a little bit of shed there, totally normal. Now I'm gonna put my style. So I always like to say prep, style, finish. Sometimes I'll put a little bit extra style, but my prep was the F Layer Serum, just to simplify things for you guys. My style product today is gonna be the volumizing mousse. This is a new can, so give it a good shake. I've got my dollop of mousse. And so, look at my fingertips. Do you see what I just did? Everything's right up in here. Now I'm gonna come back and grab more product. You see? Instead of just going like this. I feel like it distributes the mousse easier. Now I'm gonna go through mids and ends and run my hands all the way through it because I don't have so much product on my hands. So you really wanna make sure that you get it all throughout. I'll even take wide tooth comb. Comb. Okay, so now that we have our prep and style, we won't put finish on until we are actually finished. And usually that is a hairspray and an oil. You guys know I love this Optical Illusion oil. See, I have shed. So let's get to skincare really quick. I'm gonna take this. I like to kind of go ahead and do where I'm gonna make my part for the day so that it dries, or I'm not fighting against it. Kind of tuck that behind. Ooh, for now. Okay. All right, so I've got that. Now what I'm gonna do is this toner. This is, I don't know how you say, Haru Wonder. It's a hyaluronic acid toner, and I just literally plop it in my hands and press it into the skin. This morning in the shower, I used a Cetaphil moisturizing cleanser. And this, like, oh, it smells so good. Rub it in on my hands. You guys know this stuff, right? Embroiliste. This is great for a primer and also a moisturizer. I'm gonna go in with that. I'm almost out. So I am going to let this sit for a minute because that is the key to, oh, you know what? Let me do this eye serum really quick. Okay. So let this sit for a second. I'm going to just roll my face with this little roller, and then I'll be back. Welcome back. I have already rolled my face, and now I am going to start to put my makeup on. So let's see here. I am going to do my corrector. Let me get my little brushes out right here. I love these little brushes. They're on Amazon, and they remind me of the Patrick Ta. They're like a Patrick Ta dupe. Now my concealer brush is Rare Beauty. And I'm gonna do a little bit of under eye corrector before I put my foundation on. So I like to tilt my head down, really stretch that eye out, and like very lightly go over that eye bag. My eyes are purple, so I do like a yellow, peachy color to try and counteract that blue purple. And this is the NARS Impossible Dream Light Reflecting Eye Brightener and Illuminator. I also have a little bit of a breakout situation due to hormones. So my skin is a little bit more irritated than normal. And even just kind of like puppy swollen. So anywhere like I have, look at that guy. Whew. Saw it this morning and I don't want to mess with it till tonight. So just gonna do a little concealer, color corrector on that. I have an idea of how I do this. This is the lightest shade. This is the Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydrolux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. And the shade that I'm using is Peachy Neutral number 7. So I'm just gonna do one pump on my hand. And I'm gonna take this brush. So this is a foundation brush, like I said, I found on Amazon. I'm gonna use the denser part of the brush here and stamp. Just push this in right here and kind of right here. So all the way down the center of my face. And then I'm gonna also do cheekbones. So stamp, stamp, stamp. Because what you're doing is pressing it in to your skin this way, okay? So I did down the center, up here, and then also right here, anywhere that you want to lift. So I want to lift the corners of my mouth here. And I'm looking into the mirror, so I apologize if I'm not looking directly into the camera. I hope you guys can see this, and this is a good tutorial for you. But I want to lift here, and I want to lift here, and then up right in here, okay? So now that I have done that, I'm going to do the Forever Glow Star Filter on top of that. Same thing with the dense side of the brush. On my cheekbones, up here. Kind of bring it down a little bit to blur. But the very first place that I put that filter is going to be right up here. Once again, pressing that into the skin. So that is the Dior filter Forever Glow, and I have both of these. This is a shade 3, and then my foundation is 3N. Do one pump right on top of where that filter was. Now I'm going to use the lighter brush. I'm just going to go in and give my face some color. Don't forget your neck. The neck, you can really just kind of circular blend. I have a thyroid scar, so I like to hit that just to give it some coverage. I'm gonna go back onto my hand and then hit this. Okay, now you can already see my under eyes are wanting to crease. Do you see that? So I'm gonna go back with my beauty blenders, stretch that out again, and pop, pop, pop. Just press, press, press. I actually have really good coverage just from doing that today, but like the bags don't look terrible this morning. But what I am gonna do is just a tiny little bit of the Westman Atelier concealer and put it in a space that my hand doesn't have any foundation on it. I'm gonna take the brush that has the NARS on it. This is my concealer brush, like I said, from Rare Beauty. Stretching that out again and just ever so slightly hitting that fat bag. Here we go. I'm gonna spray my sponge a little bit and just pat that down. So this is a setting spray. Instead of using powder, I'm just gonna go in and try to set that concealer a little bit before it gets too creasy, because I'm gonna continue to move my eyes as I contour. And that'll keep it from shifting too much. Okay, now let's get some color back on our face with contour. This is my contour stick. And I'm going to use, so this is the blush brush, no, this one. So, actually, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm not doing blush, I'm doing contour. Patrick Ta's contour. Do a little bit right here. This is the denser side, and I love the shape of this. I'm just gonna go in right here, like where my ear is to my nose, right here. I'm gonna make myself a little cheekbone. So press, press, press into that. And like I said yesterday, what I love about this product, I'm gonna go up here because I wanna have a little contour here. I'm gonna take that and just kind of go up towards my brow, the end of my brow. See, like eye to brow. I have very heavy recession lines, so try to bring that in. Now I'm gonna take this little tiny brush. This was an eyeshadow brush. This is Rephr brush 26, and I like to do like this and go down the side of my nose to contour. I know that they have special brushes for this, but this is the one that like works best for me. And I'll go to the eyebrow. And I I used to bring this all the way down, but I actually found that the shape of my nose looks better if I don't bring it all the way down. And then here, I just come and really get in that contour. Like this. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit right under the eye. You guys see how much, like, how well this contour blends? It just kind of melts onto your skin, which is nice as when you're older. And I'm also going to go right under my lip to make it a little bit poutier. And I just got Botox and I had her give me a lip flip. So what that did was just pull my lip up a little bit so I don't have to contour too much with that lip flip activated. Okay, I'm gonna go through now and press with my makeup sponge. Do a little bit of Makeup by Mario setting spray. And while that's setting, I'm gonna do my brow gel. And I have been using Rare Beauty, but I'm going back today to my Anastasia. I use Rare Beauty, but I'm gonna take the wand and use this Anastasia Brow Freeze. Just get a little bit, this is it, just a little bit on there. And then I'm gonna roll it to make sure it's evenly on the wand. And then we're gonna go through. Give those babies a nice little lift. Okay, so I grabbed the Brow Wiz by Anastasia eyebrow pen, and I just went through and kind of combed out, and now I'm going back in and filling in any little loose areas and creating more of a shape to my brows. But I want everything to kind of go, you know, up and away and less focus on this tail. All right, so this right here, who makes this? Oh, I'll have to look it up and put it in the description below. But my favorite color, so sometimes I will do under eye corrector if I need it really bad with the peach and the orange. I will do that kind of like right under here because it's so nicely pigmented. But for the most part, I use these two colors. So this is a cream, and I'm gonna go in with the denser side of my blush, and I am putting it up here to give me more of a lift, and also right here. So this looks crazy, but when we get it all blended together, you'll be able to see why we did this. Now with the darker, I'm gonna go closer where that contour is. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender. To just smooth that into, we still have a little bit left over. Stamping that onto the eye and the under eye to just give all of this a nice blend. I cannot believe this guy, y'all, and I don't want to pick it. Oh. And then let's do the eyes really quick and we're gonna be done. So one of my favorite palettes for every day, my skin tone is a little bit, I'm neutral but cool. I do better with silver, even though I love having gold jewelry on. Silver works best for my skin tone. And this palette, it is a little bit cooler, but I will say it's versatile. I actually used this on one of my clients, Robin, and she's more golden and it still looked beautiful. Okay, I'm also going to do, this is Natasha Denona's Camel palette. I'm going to use this color here as my base. You don't want to do anything too light as you get older because that actually makes our eye look droopy. So just a really pretty neutral skin tone color here. This is the Refer Brush 1. I love Refer brushes. Once again, going back underneath. It's dual-ended. I really don't ever use this unless I'm blending, but this guy, what you want is a very firm dome rounded edge here. So this color, so this palette is Tom Ford Nude Dip, but this one right here, the darkest, is so pretty for under eye. So barely tap it, and then I'm going to stretch that eye out and look up and go right underneath. And these makeup items, they are expensive, but I've had this Tom Ford palette for at least 4 years, if not 5. It lasts forever. All you need is a little tiny bit. Okay, now what I'm doing is I want my eye to be lifted and my eye kind of droops right here at the corner. So where it starts to come down right here, I'm actually going to go up. You guys see that? My wing, as you would call it, is gonna go up there, because if I were to do it down here, it's going to look like my eye is drooping down. But you want to give like more of a lifted look as we get older, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna go back to my Refer Brush 01 and I'm gonna do a little bit of this silvery shade here. And just plop that on my lid. What I'm doing is just pressing. And I like to hold my shadow brush lower because it puts less pressure on that. Okay, I'm gonna go back with the darker color. And if you remember, this was my contour brush. So this is the Refer 26 that I put the contour cream on. Getting that dark Tom Ford color back. Going up significantly higher than what my actual arch is. And just windshield wiper. Everybody remembers this. So see, connecting that. So you're connecting this right with that. Okay, and it seems like it's a little crazy, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna go back now to blend all of that with this pink, and I'm actually gonna just do it with my finger. So just get a little bit like that. I'm gonna go in and tap closer to the middle into the tear duct. So middle to tear duct. You want to make sure, like, see, I got a little too light over here. So I'm bringing that silver back in because you don't want your lid to be too bright. All right, so I don't want to go, we're kind of running out of time. I know you guys are already probably over this. So I'm going to use this as a blending brush. Just circle, circle all the way around, blend this. Just blend this line. And it's gonna feel so silly putting this color up here, but I promise that's what's gonna give you that lifted eye. And then I'm gonna go back and just blend with the lighter color that has the filter, Dior filter. Okay, Fenty Beauty in black. Give it a little shake. This is the absolute best eyeliner, hands down. Once again, you're gonna go straight out and not down. So, can you guys see that, the space that's here? It's okay, because we're gonna blend it out. And then I'm coming in this way, tilting pen and going straight up, very lightly, even barely hitting. It's so, you barely have to touch it on your skin, and it's nice and pigmented. Okay, once again, now look, I'm making a mess in front of y'all. Straight up. Okay. We're gonna go over that eyeliner to soften it. This also helps if you have coffee hands like I do, and it's nice and wiggly. Okay, well, this is my makeup look. And I'm gonna fix my hair really quick. Final results, I think it looks really good. Nice for daytime. Just gotta get rid of these eye bags. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below if you have had imposter syndrome kick in, or I know, ladies, you have had like a hormonal breakdown getting ready, right? We all have. Here's the finished look. I'm gonna get dressed and go downstairs. I've got little Rach today, so maybe I'll do a video with her. She loves the spotlight. So anyways, I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Thanks for dealing with my meltdown. Love you guys. Bye.
People, subscribe for more videos.